Do young and old people use phones in the same way? No, I don't think young and old people use phones in the same way at all. There is a big difference between their purposes and habits. Young people mostly use their phones for entertainment and social connection. For example, they spend a lot of time on social media apps like Instagram, YouTube, or WhatsApp. They watch videos, play games, take selfies, and chat with friends almost the whole day. For them, a phone is like a part of their lifestyle. On the other hand, older people usually use phone for practical reasons. They mainly make calls, send messages, or check important informations like a news or bank details. Many elderly people are not very comfortable with the modern apps or technology, so they prefer simple features. I think this difference happens because young people grow up with technology, so they learn it naturally. But older people didn't have smartphone when they were young, so it is harder for them to adapt. Overall, while young people see phone as entertainment devices, older people see them more as a useful tools. What are the difference between writing a letter or writing a text message on the cell phone? There are several clear differences between writing a letter and writing a text message. First off, letters are usually more formal and detailed. When we write a letter, we take more time to think, organize our ideas, and use proper grammar and full sentences. It includes dating, paragraphs, and closing line. For example, we might write letter for official purposes like a school, bank work, or job applications. On the other hand, text messages are short and quick. People usually use simple words, abbreviations, or even emojis. We don't worry too much about grammar or spelling. The main aim is the fast communication. For instance, we might just write I'm coming or call me instead of a long explanations. Another difference is speeds, and sending a text message is instant, but letter take days to reach someone. So texting is a more convenient in daily life. In my opinion, letter feel more personal and meaningful, while text messages are more practical and time saving. Many people think mobile phones can be annoying at times. Can you give an example of that? Yes, I definitely think mobile phones can be annoying sometimes, especially when people don't use them responsibly. For example, it can be very disturbing when someone phone ring loudly in a quiet places like a classroom, library, or meetings. It break everyone concentration. I have experienced this many times and it can be quite frustrating. Another example is when people keep checking their phones while talking face to face. It feels rude and disrespectful because it look like they are not interested in their conversations. Also, constant notifications from social media apps can be irritating. Messages, calls, and alert keep popping up all day, which make it hard to focus on the work or studies. Sometimes it even cause stress. So while mobile phones are very useful, I think we should use them carefully and politely to avoid disturbing others. Do you prefer face to face or phone conversations? Personally, I prefer face to face conversation. I feel they are more natural and meaningful. When we talk in a person, we can see the other person feel expressions and body language, which help us to understand their feeling better. It also create a strong emotional connection. For example, when I meet my friends or family, I enjoy laughing and sharing moments together. I think phone calls can't give the same warmth or closeness. However, phone conversations are still very useful when someone is far away or when we need to talk urgently. They save time and are very convenient. So overall, although phone calls are practical, I would always choose face to face communication whenever possible.